How do you escape the matrix? Well, how do you escape your inner light? See, you don't escape the matrix. What you do is you forget, you suppress, you become erased. But to escape the matrix is to escape your inner light. Many fail to understand. So the key to escaping the matrix outside of your own creation is to remember as to the reason why you have incarnated here. There is no one in the world that could remind you. Once you rekindle that inner light, and once you begin to build once again the bridge between your consciousness and your subconscious, then you will allow the unconscious realms to merge once again into your conscious reality. With clarity of mind, of emotions, spirit exists. There's nothing to do with spirit. Spirit is eternal. So once you align your vessel, once you remember that you are the author of your own creation, of your experiences here, then maybe you will begin to start integrating once again that you are indeed the co-creator of this very matrix. That seems to be a propaganda that people are now escaping from. Let them continue that negative feedback loop of escaping. There's a reason why this message found you. You know who you are. And if you feel like you don't know who you are, it's time for you to start diving into your pure sense of curiosity. That mischievous nature that you've had when you were a little child that could have possibly been provoked, suppressed, repressed, depending on your upbringings, whether it's in family or in school. Once you can identify the patterns that have been keeping you in suppression and repression, then you bring light to that. It's all you need to do. We live in a time and an age where, yes, we have so much unruly chaos, and yes, it seems like the world's getting stupider with their belief systems. We can spell it out black and white to them, and until they're ready to put the childish games aside and stop playing the land of make-believe and graduating finally from kindergarten to the knowing. It's how you start to rekindle your inner light. It's how you start to program this matrix that everyone seems to be wanting to escape now. Having said that, there is a false sense and an organic sense of the matrix. I've mentioned it in past videos. And the simulation that has been imprinted within our holographic experience so that we can experience physical form, which is the illusion. However, it's how we are able to, within our spiritual existence, to experience this density form matter. It's so heavy, so chaotic, a realm of complete, utter uncertainty. That's Mother Earth. She's ascending once again, not because she was sleeping. She was never sleeping. Once you awaken, she's been there this entire time. Seeing our vessels grow up into elders, and as elders, quite often reflecting back and realizing, was I an elder all this time? Even NPCs and fragmented souls are very advanced ancient technology. Don't be fooled. Even an insect, a mosquito, some believe it's hundreds of millions of years evolved, is ancient technology. Once you unwield the energetics of the limitations of the ego with breath, then you can expand the solar, el sol, your light within, that has been hidden for seemingly millennia within your ecosystem, suppressed even further deeper within the first two chakra fields of your existence. In order to raise up, you must always, always dismantle, clean house, and rebuild from the foundation up. It's in Kung Fu, and it's in the Kung Fu of life. You must start with not just with building your legs, but you must start with the soil. You must start with the beauty of Mother Earth and how she's been working with the soil all this time. By completely connecting with complete humility, being one with all of her surroundings, wherever you may be in this realm. It doesn't matter if you're in the city or in the suburbs or you're in the jungle. Everything and anything is divine reason. And it behooves me to think that there are people who sit here thinking that they're ancient and they're staring at other beings within this holographic realm of reality are not. Yes, they may be extensions of you. But do you really have to go back to the story of does a tree really think it's separate from its branches and its roots? That's why I said kindergarten. That's the bubbling well cavity of the solar plexus. When it starts to expand the fictitious, the falsified sense of ego. And what they call death is actually the collapse of programming that has been embedded into you. But in order for that to successfully happen, you must now use that space of the deprogramming and to swap it with a new program. So ego is neither good nor bad. Ego is one color of the entire rainbow of your experience. You are the entire rainbow, and breath is the remembrance bridging consciousness and your soul. And the Trinity would be your physical form creation. Trinity was never outside of you, but they made children's books for that. And I can imagine they initially were there to help remind you, but there were many distorted beings to make sure that you stayed within those children narratives so that you didn't take and wield the truth of the pearl of wisdom within each code, within each story that may even be false. See, breath, the energy of air, never differentiates good, bad, and ugly or evil. That's why you can catch a cold with harmful bacteria to you. It's a carrier of all energies. Serves no conditions. You want to understand unconditional love, you have to understand no conditions. The breath that you are. So either you keep breathing or you become